Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Aulin Galzikra from English Literature Department Universitas Pamulang with NIM 2210106000547. And here I want to talk about speech act and events. So there is the overview of speech act and events. There is speech act, IFITS, felicity condition, performative hypothesis, classification speech, and direct and indirect. And the first, I'm gonna explain about speech act. The definition of speech act that the action performed by speakers when they speak. This action can include making statements, asking questions, giving comments, making promises, or making apologies. Speech acts are not just about conveying information, but also about performing a social function and achieving a communicative goal. For the example, there is a scenario here. A scenario is a friend borrow your favorite book and written it in a damaged condition. And speech act that should be happen is apology. And the utterance that correct for this speech act is, I'm really sorry about what happened to your book. It got damaged while it was in my possession. And for the second, we're gonna move in on IFITS. The definition on IFITS is IFITS stand for Illocutionary Force Indicating Device. It's a concept related to speech acts and pragmatics. An IFITS is a linguistic element or feature within a sentence that signal the illocutionary force or the intended speech act of the utterance. For the example is, there is a sentence, would you mind closing the windows? The IFIT is, would you mind? So we're gonna move to felicity condition. There is three types of felicity condition. For the first is propositional content. The utterance must be true and appropriate in the given context. For the example, there is a situation, two friends are discussing plans for the weekend, and the utterance must be, let's go hiking in the mountains tomorrow. And the second types is preparatory condition. These are the conditions that must be in a place for a speech act to be performed. For the example, there is a situation, students ask their professor for a letter of recommendation, and the utterance is, could you please write a letter of recommendation for me? And the last types of felicity condition is sincerity condition. The speaker must sincerely intend to perform the speech act as expressed. For the example, there is a situation, a person apologizes for accidentally bumping into someone in a crowded room, and the utterance is, I'm really sorry for bumping into you. And we're gonna move to performative hypothesis. There is example and situation in performative hypothesis. The situation is a wedding ceremony, and the utterance is, I now pronounce you husband and wife. In this example, the official utterance is a formative utterance. By saying, I know pronounce you husband and wife, the official is not merely describing the state of marriage. They are actually performing the action of marrying the two individuals. For this formative utterance to be successful, certain conditions must be met, such as the appropriate context of a wedding ceremony, the authority of the official to perform marriages, and the mutual consent of the individuals to be married. And move to speech classification. There are four types of classification here. The first one is declarative, the second one is representative, the third one is expressive, and the last is directives. And for the declaratives, there is example, I now declare the meeting adjourned. And the key points here is include declaration, pronouncement, or verdicts. And for the representative, there is example, in a sentence, it's raining outside, and the key point include assertion, claims, descriptions, or reports. And for the expressives, there is example in a sentence is I'm sorry for your loss. And the key points include apologies, congratulations, thanks, or condolences. And the last one is a directives. And there is the examples sentence of directives. Please pass the salt. The key points include request, command, invitation, or suggestion. And we're gonna move to direct speech act and indirect speech. Indirect speech act. Direct speech acts convey the speaker's intention explicitly and directly. The illocutionary force matches the surface meaning of the utterance. Example of direct speech acts include assertions, questions, command, and request, where the intended meaning is clear and unambiguous. For instance, saying please close the window directly conveys the speaker's request for someone to close the window. And we're gonna move to indirect speech acts. Indirect speech acts convey the speaker's intention implicitly, relying on context, shared knowledge, and conversational implicature. The illocutionary force of an indirect speech act may differ from the literal meaning of the utterance. For instance, saying it's chilly in here could be an indirect way of asking someone to close the window without directly stating the request. The conclusion. In conclusion, George Yul's examination of speech acts and events illuminated the multifaceted nature of language used in communication. By social dynamics, Yule provides valuable insights into how language functions as a tool for action, negotiation, and social interaction in diverse communicative contexts. Thank you for watching. I'm Aulinga Zikra. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.